A pilot's license suspended before his fatal plane crash.
The NTSB released the preliminary report on that plane crash near Cordova, and tonight our investigative team is also learning more about the pilot and his previous run-ins with the law. Mike Grimes had a suspended pilot's license and no current medical certificate. He flew anyway, leaving California, heading to Fairbanks to be with his girlfriend, landing twice in Yakutat, fueling up on automotive gas for his plane, and flying off without a flight plan, according to the NTSB.
But there are some things in here that causes us to pause, if you will, as far as, and probably the big one is the suspended certificates. In order to use a pilot's license, whether it's a private license or commercial or any of those, you have to have the license, and you also have to have a medical, a current medical, neither of which, unfortunately, his pilot had. So that is one thing that sticks out.
Officials say he crashed about 44 miles southeast of Cordova. He was reported overdue the evening of June 18th. This is just the preliminary report. More clues are being collected.
Fairly good weather in Yakutat at departure, but obviously in Cordova, a completely different situation.
But a bigger picture already emerges.
Some good news for visitors to New Smyrna Beach. An abandoned sailboat was removed today.
The sheriff here in Florida says that was Grimes' abandoned boat.
Grimy, who is an environmental terrorist, thinks it's okay to dump your on our beach and then tell the taxpayers of Volusia County, you figure it out.
And just a few days before her 30th wedding anniversary to Mike, his wife was told about his death in Alaska.
We would hop on the plane and take a family trip for the weekend and go to an event. He would fly friends and family out for lunch and joke that we were going out for a $100 hamburger because the price of fuel.
Obviously, the post-crash fire incinerated a majority of the wreckage.
Where even more could be revealed about Mike Grimes. Now, the next step in the investigation is for the NTSB to look at what led up to Grimes not having a license.
Anchorage police have still not released the names of the two people killed in yesterday's crash on the Seward Highway near Potter Marsh, but we have learned more about what led up to that crash. Police say it was a head-on collision. The drivers of the cars that collided are the ones who died. Investigators say a 2009 Volvo was heading north toward Anchorage when, for unknown reasons, it crossed into the southbound lanes and hit a 2022 Ford Explorer head-on. Both of those vehicles went into the marsh. A third vehicle, which was a 2021 Ford Edge, swerved to avoid that wreck and also ended up in the water. The driver of that vehicle survived. This entire incident renewing concerns about the safety of Seward Highway.
In many cases, people are driving way too fast. They're passing where they shouldn't be passing. And the Seward Highway really needs help.
And not paying attention to the traffic. So I'm concerned when I drive down there.
The Department of Transportation has tried to improve safety along that highway for years. Back in December, they released a preferred design for a 4-lane divided highway between Anchorage and Girdwood. That project would take 20 years to complete.
Well, as many Alaskans head out for the roads for the 4th of July, remember to drive safely so that you can enjoy your plans.
Yeah, that story, just a reminder, drive safe out there. Chief Meteorologist Melissa Fry joining us now with your forecast ahead of the holiday weekend. We've been talking about some rain, Melissa.
We have, yeah. There is some rain on the way for South Central specifically as we head into this weekend, but we still have about 24 hours before that storm gets here. So looking at those conditions outside right now, gorgeous here in Anchorage at 64 degrees, 55 in Cordova, a little cooler for you, but mid-60s in Fairbanks and 60 degrees there in Ketchikan. The only rain that we're seeing tonight is from some thunderstorms firing up near Hatcher Pass. We are seeing quite a bit of lightning in this area all the way into the mountainous Valley and across the Copper River Basin. So those areas, watch out for that potential for lightning and showers tonight. Otherwise, the storm is on the way. That's going to be that weather maker for the weekend right now, making its way south of Norton Sound. It is on the way to the Kenai Peninsula, Anchorage, and the Valley as we head into into late Friday night. Those showers increasing overnight. The wettest period for Anchorage and the Valley will be overnight into early Saturday morning. We will continue, though, to see rain in Seward and Whittier for most of the day, even extending into Sunday. But Anchorage, again, just sitting on the northern edge of this, some light rain early Saturday, and then after that, we should start to see gradual clearing into the second half of the day. High temperatures tomorrow back up into the mid-60s for Anchorage, mid-70s for Fairbanks, Juneau, and Bethel. That's where we'll see the rain showers tomorrow, with high temperatures in the mid-50s. We'll take a look at that full statewide forecast here in a few minutes.
Thank you, Melissa. Well, Anchorage police say a major multi-agency crime suppression sweep led to 127 arrests across the city.
Operation Summer Heat ran for 3 days, June 24th through June 26th, and brought together about 140 law enforcement personnel. This was a multi-agency of work. Local, state, and federal agencies all jumped in. Authorities say the teams focused on violent crime, drugs, outstanding warrants, and retail theft. In addition to all of these arrests, police say they also recovered 6 stolen vehicles and seized 11 guns.
And what we see happening year after year is there's about a 2-month time period after we run that operation where there's a different feel in Anchorage, because it has such a huge impact when you're making 127 arrests over a 3-day time period, when you're initiating long-term drug investigations because of this operation, when you're taking this amount of drugs off the street at one particular time, that makes an impact.
Officials also report large drug seizures, including nearly 3,400 grams of fentanyl, nearly 2,400 grams, and more than 14,000 grams of meth. Police say the results of this investigation highlight the value of multi-agency collaboration and a shared commitment to public safety in Anchorage. In Capitol coverage this evening, the legislature has introduced what could be the last plan giving property tax cuts to create an LNG pipeline, but there's a long road ahead.
Absolutely, and that plan introduced this afternoon comes after months of back and forth between the House and the Senate. Members of the bipartisan majority are concerned that giving too many exceptions won't benefit the state. But without the cuts, the developer and the governor say it won't happen.
This is not the final product, and it will be refined further. I'd note we've had some positive feedback from stakeholders that we're moving in a good direction, including from the project developers, that they're encouraged by the conversations that we're having here.
And lawmakers convene on the 13th to debate that new plan, which can be altered. For more on the process and what lawmakers think of that plan, visit our website or mobile app.
Thanks for listening. Click subscribe so you can get the latest podcast from Alaska's news source automatically. And stay up to date with breaking news and in-depth reporting available for free 24/7 with the Alaska's news source app.